Hello guys, I'm going to be here, and I thought to do something different with the obscure show thing. Instead of doing shows of a network, let's do 5 obscure Hanna-Barbera reboots. Because, why not? They're a very old company, a lot of their shows are really old, so it'll be reboots. But not all of them are remembered like the many Scooby-Doo reboots. Now, before I start the top 5 list, for rules, no Hamburger Beyond or Scooby-Doo reboots. As I already tackled Beyond one, and I would love to tackle that one again for Scooby-Doo because, well, this list would stretch more to 5. So, let's go on to number 5. Viking Racers 2017. This is to the original. Now, unlike the others I'm going to be mentioning here, where the others are aired on Cartoon Network, this one aired on Boomerang. Yeah. The synopsis, for those who wonder what Viking Racers is, it's pretty much an animated NASCAR. But without the rednecks. And only one of the racers is from the South. Yeah. This one is more of a cartoonish likely. But to the reboot designs, I prefer the original, as it gave the characters a lot more personality. I get to make them look like they're racing, and I get to make them look pretty safe. But the original gave characters to have look like a personality. Like, you can tell like a personality from the design. They even include some other Hanna-Barbera characters, such as Huckleberry Hound and Hong Kong Phooey. And they probably even lead to, like, spin-offs. Yeah. Maybe to even reboot to that Dexter and Muttley show where people keep calling it Stop the Pigeon, because that's literally what the theme song is. Like, seriously. That's literally only... I believe it's called Dick Dastardly and his Mean Bean Flying Machines. Yeah, I know the lewd name could sound a little bit, but you have to realize, the show came out in, like, 60s or 70s. That meant something different at the time. On to number 4. Is Super Secret Swirl. Now, I'm planning on doing a video on this, of its own video. So for a quick summary, it's a more serious take on the old Secret Swirl cartoon, and with a sharper art style, and making him less of a furry Austin Powers and more of a furry Ethan Hunt. Wondering what Ethan Hunt is? It's the protagonist of the Mission Impossible movies. I don't know. Yeah, because both are most likely. And instead of humans, there's animals. So, on to number 3. Banana Splits 2008. Now, this aired between commercials back in 2008 during CNC Real phase. Yeah. Now, unlike the others I mentioned here, this started out as a live action series. Yes, even the original was. This thing was probably, looking back in the day, this version, it was geared towards more of a younger audience than Cartoon Network's usual Y7 audience. Yeah. The original was a variety show. This was more Pee Wee Hermit. Yeah. And a lot of the designs are pretty much some are pretty much big improvements. Snorky's, the elephant's design is a lot more of an improvement. Because the original looks like if the hairy thing from the Addams Family and No from Teletubbies had a baby. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much sums it up. It was just in between commercials back in 2000 Cartoon Network. And yes, I have heard of the horror remake, which I might review, but probably not. On to number 2. Number 2, The Rebels. Now, unlike others I mentioned that aired in Cartoon Network in America, this aired on CN in Latin America. Yeah, even though this thing also has English voices and has swearing. Like, The Flintstones was an adult show. Like, it was the first animated show to air on prime time. And I couldn't find photos with, other than some screenshots and this. Yeah, which explains why some Spanish writing there. Yeah, this was even animated there, but it's meant to be like a parody of like reality TV. They even include like some camera zooms. And judging by the timeline, this probably takes place during teenage Bam Bam years. Yeah. Yeah. So that pretty much sums that one up. On to number 1. Number 1's The New Adventures of Johnny Quest. Now, this one has a pretty rocky history. And due to its rocky history, it caused Amber Barrett to be absorbed to Cartoon Network Animation. To mention small likely, Toonamp talked about it in his History of TNT Toons video. I'll link his channel in the description. So it's pretty much a more serious take on the show. It was even even had some CGI. Because 90s. Because everything had to have CGI in the 90s. Post Toy Story. Yeah, that's pretty much I can say about it. Yeah. So that's all for now. Don't forget to like, and bye!